Chapter 45, Departure. It was about an hour after I woke up the next day that Hannah arrived in Robbinsog. Hi, Hannah said when we entered. We very much appreciate you doing this, Hannah, said my daddy as Hannah was wheeling her luggage in. No problem. Did you tell Sam, did Sam tell you about the taser? Hannah asked. Yep, you know how to operate it? My daddy asked again. Yep, Hannah said. I then wheeled myself out at this point as I was watching from the door, and now as I was going to talk to Hannah. Hi, Hannah, I said. Hi, where are your bigger brothers? Hannah asked. I'm waking up, yelled Dr. Morcassius from his room. It was about 3 more minutes before Dr. Morcassius was dressed in his true form. He did say hi to Hannah. He just hugged and kissed her, and she hugged and kissed him back. Where's Sam? Hannah asked. I need more sleep, yelled Sam from his room. He'll be up in a few minutes, said my daddy. Just then, Mommy wheeled out her suitcase. Oh, Hannah, I didn't realize you would be here so early, said Mommy. I forgot to tell you, my queen, said Hannah. Do you want a drink or something? My mom asked. No, I got a nice coffee at the Dunkin' on the way in. I'll be fine, said Hannah. Oh, okay, said Mommy. My daddy then got out his wallet. Put that away. I'm doing this because I love Marcus, not for the money, said Hannah. You sure? My daddy asked. I'm going to be a lawyer soon. I will be at least making $100,000 a year, which means soon afterwards I'll have enough money to start my own law firm, and then I will be making $1 million a year, said Hannah jokingly. Okay, said Daddy. Then Sam came out of our room fully dressed. I'm ready and I'm all packed, said Sam. Enterprise does not open until 9, said Mommy. Where is the location we are going to again? Dr. Morcassius asked. It is on Wells Street. We are going to ride the loop to Washington and Wells and then get off and walk a little bit, and we are there, answered Mommy. What time is it now? Sam asked. 8:15, Mommy answered. Sam sighed. What are you in a rush for? We're not going to be in Orlando for 2 days. We're just going down to Cincinnati tonight, Mom asked. I wanted more sleep, but you were talking too loudly, answered Sam. Oh, believe me, I would have woken you up by now no matter what, said my Mommy. That was the end of our conversation. Shall we test the taser? Hannah asked. Here is the remote, said Sam. Okay, I'm going to walk out and test it, and see if it goes off when I walk in after I hit the button to deactivate it, Hannah said. Let me place it correctly first, said Dr. Morcassius. The taser camera was placed directly in front of the door, and Dr. Morcassius placed it directly in front of the door. When it opened, nothing happened, which is good. Now it is time to test it to make sure it goes off when it has to, said Dr. Morcassius. When Dr. Morcassius touched the door from the outside, the cannon went off, and we could hear Dr. Morcassius scream when he got shocked, and he was zapped when he tried to enter through the door, which is good because it was working correctly. Remind me, where did you get the equipment to build this taser? Cannon asked Mommy. I have tasers because my job is eventually going to be able to throw criminals in prison, answered Hannah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, said Mommy. But before you leave me alone, are there any ground rules? Hannah asked. Help yourself to the fridge. I made my bed for you to sleep in because I am sure that our bedroom is more cleaner than the boys' bedroom, said Daddy. Anything else? Hannah asked. Call us if you break anything, and don't touch any possessions on top of my wife and I's dresser, along with possessions on the top of the dresser in the boys' room, said Daddy. With the exception of my stuff, said Dr. Morcassius. Okay, is that all? Hannah asked. Do you have the remote for the taser cannon? Daddy asked. Yes, I do, Hannah asked. Remember to call us in case of a home invasion, said Mommy. Will do, said Hannah. winking at me and my brother so quickly that my parents couldn't pick it up, but I knew that the three of us could. Again, thank you so much, said my parents, who were actually hugging Hannah. Anytime, your highnesses, anytime, said Hannah. Dr. Morcassius then kissed Hannah as we were walking out of the door. Thank you, said Dr. Morcassius. I'm doing it because I love you, said Hannah. Dr. Morcassius cloaked himself, and then walked out the door. Thank you, said Sam, hugging Hannah. Thank you, I also said as best I could. I am in a wheelchair, as I was wheeling out the door. See you in 11 nights, said Hannah. I then put my cloak on with my suitcase in the pouch under my wheelchair. I wheeled out the door into the 7th floor elevator terminal. Harold Washington Library, State in Van Buren? I asked when I arrived at the elevator. The elevator doors then opened. Yes, said Daddy. We then entered and went down the lobby and out to State Street, and then it was just a turn to Harold Washington Library, State in Van Buren. When we arrived there, I needed to take an elevator up to the turnstiles, and then another one to the inner platform. I literally got off the elevator where my family was waiting. Hey, Dr. Morcassius, I have a question for you. What color line do you think we are going to get, orange or pink? Sam asked. Well, you know I want orange, but I know that you are used to pink, said Dr. Morcassius. Just then, the train pulled in. It turned out to be purple, because the Purple Line trains go from Howard to Linden usually during rush hour, but during rush hour they go all the way to the Loop. Oh, sweet! I'm never on the Purple Line. I'm going to be able to ride with my hood down, said my mommy, jumping for joy as she was entering the train. My mommy looks very beautiful with her hood down, and she is so happy today because I can tell she is going to be able to get romantic time with Daddy for the ride down and back to Orlando. So I think she is going to have a good time on this trip because this time Dr. Morcassius is doing the driving. 5 minutes later we arrived at Washington and Wells, and it was time to exit the train. It was nice while it lasted, said Mommy. We need to go down to the mezzanine and then exit on the other side heading south, said Daddy. To make a long story short, it was pretty much what we just did, and when we got off, we were traveling south down Wells Street. Where is the office again, honey? I know you were the one who booked the reservation this time, Mommy asked. In the 4th floor of that garage just down the street from here, answered Daddy. It was about 5 more minutes to the garage, and then it was a one-way ride up an elevator to the Enterprise car rental office. Welcome to Enterprise. Can I help you? Asked the receptionist when we got off the elevator. Reservation for Robbins, first name Morven. Return on January 6th, the receptionist asked. Yes, and I paid for it online already, said Daddy. Spot number 17. Please return to the same spot when the car gets returned, said the receptionist, giving my dad the keys. We then began walking to the car. 14, 15, 16, 17! Here it is, said Daddy. Oh, sweet! A red Ferrari minivan, said Dr. Morcassius. Yep, you can drive with your hood down, said Mommy. But hat off for the vision, added Daddy. Fine, said Dr. Morcassius. And in the car, everyone is going to call you Marcus, said Daddy. But my name is Dr. Morcassius, said Dr. Morcassius. Then no trip, said Daddy. Then call me nothing at all, said Dr. Morcassius. Fine, said Dad. We then opened the trunk and began to load our luggage into the back.